Okay, my first guest tonight is an Irish actor, and his new movie, in which he co-stars with Vince Vaughn, is out in a few weeks. You'll know him from Bachelor's Walk, The Good Wife and The Fall. But tonight, he's here in a different capacity, in his capacity as the director of Jedward and Linda Martin's new Panto. Please welcome Simon Delaney. So you see, people are wondering, right? They're saying, the man's gone to Hollywood and we see him in The Good Wife and a new movie coming out with Vince Vaughn. Why would you then take it upon yourself to direct Jedward and Linda Martin in a Panto?
Well, I tell you, I have three little fellas at home, Cameron, Elliot and Isaac, who are watching tonight, from 7, 5 and 18 months. So these two will be a walk in the park compared to those two. In fact, if they cross me rehearsals, I'll send them out to the house to babysit for a night, and that'll put manners on them.
Don't send Linda out to babysit, though. I wouldn't do that.
No, she'll bring the dogs. Yeah. I've met the dogs before, because I've directed Linda before, yeah. All 87 of them, or whatever she has, yeah. Because I directed Linda before on Panto, so I've met the dogs, yeah.
So, like, people would have a view, though, like that. He's doing well in Hollywood now, and he's on the telly all the time. He must be loaded. Does he have to do, like, work like this anymore? Or is it a labour of love, or is it just to keep working?
No, it's just to keep working, Brendan, because those three kids that I have at home, they have this really selfish habit of eating food every day. And none of the three of them...
I'd say you have a bit of
yeah, it's catching, yeah. Most of the budget goes on them, you know what I mean? But, and none of them are working. So, you know, I mean, one of them's 7.
So you have to sort that out.
Ridiculous, you know. But, no, I've been directing Panto for about 6 years. I did the Tivoli for a couple of years. In the last 2 years, I went over to the UK and directed over there. So then when the lads asked me to come and do it this year, it's great because I'm at home then for Christmas. So
of course, yeah.
So it's fairly intense.
Would there be a snobbery in, like, you know, you'd be acting with like some serious
proper
actors and theatre people and all. Is there snobbery about them when you say, I'm going to have to do Panto for Christmas?
Yeah. Oh, you're doing Panto, are you? Oh, right,
really,
God, that must be great, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is a snobbery about it, but, I mean, there was an article in The Independent, I think, or The Guardian last year about Panto, and primarily about Panto in the UK. It's the highest grossing revenue stream in show business. It outsells the West End, it outsells Hollywood. One production company in particular last year in the UK, who produced 28 Pantos from Aberdeen to Cornwall, they turned over 64 million in an 8-week season.
Wow.
It's a huge business, and it's also become such a part of the Christmas psyche, particularly in the UK and Ireland. The Queen's speech, a Christmas dinner, and we have a day out at the Panto, and it's very much alive in Dublin. And the one in the Olympia, which the boys are doing, which I believe is the only one that's sold out before it's opened for 4 years in a row. It's a phenomenal success for them. But there is a snobbery about it, you know. But
you say you do it to keep working and stuff like that. Like, so even at your level, is it hard to make a good living as an actor? Like,
oh, in Ireland it is. It's practically impossible to make it. If you were just to you know, say do theatre or whatever, it's practically impossible. I mean, I don't know, an actor I'd say would earn on average probably 8,000-10,000 euro a year if you're lucky. Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Wow, so you have to love it, like.
Well, you have to love it, but also you have to diversify. You're not going to survive if you just want to act. You know, that's why, you know, people would see me doing commercials. You direct, you television, theatre, anything. You have to keep going. You have to diversify.
Would you be very insecure? Like, would you worry financially that geez, down the road a few years with 3 kids? Well,
yeah,
and all
I mean,
that, like,
of course you do. Yeah. And you know, the hardest thing about my game is that, you know, come the 1st of January, I don't know what I'm going to be doing.
Really,
you know, but it was the same this time last year. And I filmed for 9 months of the year this year and done a bit of theatre and that. It's just, you can sit at home and worry about it, or you can go out and get proactive. I spent 5 years as a sales rep before I became an actor, so...
Okay. So it is about hustling a bit as well and stuff like that,
you have to, yeah. I mean, I'm still a sales rep.
Yeah.
So I'm not selling photocopiers now, I'm selling me, you know.
Selling your finest product ever, I think.
Well, yeah, one that I literally stand over, But no, the whole insecurity thing, of course you worry about it, like everybody in the country, no matter what you're doing for a living. If you've got a mortgage and you've got kids, and Santa's coming in 5 weeks' time, you know, you get...
Not that that's going to cost anything, because Santa gets the stories.
And my boys are watching this. Yes, of course, Santa will.
You want to be able to afford a biscuit for Santa and that kind of thing.
And a carrot for Rudolph.
But listen,
Brilliant.
So you are enjoying a great run of success. We saw you in the fall there recently, and is that coming back again?
I believe it's coming back for a second series. Yeah,
Right.
it's due to start shooting, I think, in Belfast in February. But I haven't heard anything about it in terms of what the scripts are. Are we still chasing the same guy? Is it a new case? Has she moved on? I don't know. But it was a huge success. I mean, and particularly for Jamie Dornan, who's gone on now to
Christian
he's
Grey.
playing your man out of the book.
Yeah. You were probably up for that as well. Or was it a toss up between you and him?
It was just the hair that they couldn't see past it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was one of his first acting jobs in the fall, you know. And he was incredible and frightened to be Jesus out of you in it.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
Because he was a model before that, so you wouldn't expect
was a
that
model,
he would have been able
yeah.
to make facial expressions and all that.
To act, to stand up and walk, and he was well able to do it.
But it just goes to show as well, doesn't it? So that's his first gig, and then suddenly your life can turn around.
Well, see, that's it. It can literally change with one phone call. I mean, he did one gig. Now, albeit it was a very high-profile gig, he was playing opposite Gillian Anderson, and it was the second lead in it, and it was a great role. I mean, any actor would have loved to get their hands on it, but he did that. The show went over to the States. It got critically, acclaimed in the States, and then the offers started flowing in, you know.
And then, like you're working in the States as well. I loved that good wife character you played. Wasn't it brilliant? Like,
that was great. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And
they should have more of that guy. Like,
well, I have
a lot of them
do
recur now and again.
They do recur, and they said that after I finished it. You know, the fact that I was brought in as a hired gun from the UK, a solicitor. You know, they might bring him back, but it's been 2 years now, so.
Yeah. So is the new movie, which is you play Vince Vaughn's brother, right?
Yeah.
It's called The Delivery Man.
Yeah.
That's obviously a huge break for you, is it?
Well, it's my first movie over there, and it's not a bad one to start with. It's Disney and DreamWorks.
And just to remind people again what the kind of premise of it is.
It centres around Vince's character. He plays a character called David Wozniak, who in his late teens and early 20s makes some decisions which have now come back to haunt him. Basically, he needed a few bob. She's obviously seen it. He needed a few, or she's read my script. He needed a few bob, so he decides to donate sperm to a sperm bank. But he needed a lot of money, so he donated a lot of sperm.
Okay.
And if you pardon the pun, but there's a balls up at the sperm bank. And it now turns out that he's the father of 533 children. And now that they're all 18, 142 of them want to meet him.
Excellent. And listen, you also just wrapped Mrs. Brown's Boys, is that right?
Yeah, just finished filming Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie, which we spent 6-7 weeks in Dublin and London shooting that. So I have to say that was one of the happiest experiences I've ever had as an actor. The atmosphere and the vibe on the set. They actually allowed 10 minutes every morning to hug each other. It was like working with Italians. The crew, the cameraman, he's delighted. Look, they were hugging the cameraman before you started work, and it's a great script.
Brendan O'Carroll's all about the positive mental attitude.
He is, absolutely, and it rubs off, you know, and it's going to be a monster of a hit. Universal made the movie, and I believe they've already ordered the sequel. So
really,
more power to him. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Now we need to talk about the Panto because obviously, as you will know, we launched the Search for Belle on this show a few weeks back. Yeah. So you found a Belle, presumably. Yes,
we had. There were upwards of 350, 400 girls turned up to audition. It was narrowed down to 18. And after an exhausting search, we've arrived at the lovely and talented Ciara Lyons, who's going to be playing our Belle. She's a beautiful singer. She's a real, as they call it in the States, real triple threat. She's a great singer, great actor, and a great dancer.
And has she done stuff before?
I'm not too sure. I think this is her first big thing, you know, and she's starting off playing opposite Jedward in the Olympia.
I know,
It's not a bad start.
She'll never act again. I wanted to be in show business all my life. No,
look at me. Yeah. She won't.
Listen, we let people make up their own minds.
Absolutely,
so here she is, for the first time as Belle. Please welcome Ciara Lyons performing "It's My Party" with Jedward.
road, I'm in the Milky Way. You want me down on Earth, but I am up in space. You're so damn hard to please, we gotta kill this switch. You're from the 70s, but I'm the 90s. I love it! I love it! I don't care, I don't care. I don't care, I don't care. I don't care, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Delaney and Jedward and Ciara Lyons. That was actually brilliant, wasn't it? That was actually brilliant. Well done, everyone.
It's gonna be a quiet Christmas.
I don't mean to act so surprised, but it was brilliant. Okay, so competition time for you at